sant yàlla.
looy xaar utal wéef nga scan nga fay te nag doo ci yokku dara.
Jar Oil Company stands tall as a trusted name in energy, keeping the Gambia moving with service stations across the country and a commitment to innovation and reliability. In Farafenni, Jar Group is reshaping our industrial landscape. The Jar Oil Cement Factory can produce up to 100,000 bags a day, reducing imports, creating jobs, and building a stronger Gambia brick by brick. And in the heart of the Central River region, Jar Farming Initiative is cultivating food security. With thousands of hectares under development and modern irrigation, Jar Farming is turning the Gambia's soil into abundance. Jar Group is more than a company. It is a vision of self-sufficiency, resilience, and progress. The Jar Group of companies, investing in industry, agriculture, and energy, building the Gambia's future today.
Africa is rising and business knows no borders. With Bloombank and PAPS, buying and selling across Africa is now effortless. Fast, secure, direct from your Bloombank account. One Africa, one connection, one heartbeat of opportunity, powered by Bloombank Africa. Bloombank Africa, in partnership with PAPS, connecting Africa, empowering you. Bloombank Africa, we make it happen.
Wonders shall never cease. 25 minutes past 8 o'clock. We'll have more news and reports later in the program. But for the next 15 to 20 minutes, we focus on human resource development with our guest, Babukar Bajan. He is interim president of the network of HR professionals in the Gambia. He holds other key positions, including president of the Elite Toastmasters Club and head of HR at EcoBank. Mr. Bajan, welcome back to Coffee Time with Peter Gomez. Good to have you.
Good morning, Peter, and good morning to the great listeners of Coffee Time.
Oh, you are elevating my listeners to great listeners.
They're great listeners, and a program that I keenly follow to stay connected to the heartbeat of the nation. Mm-hmm. Thank you.
What's the overarching purpose of your professional body, the network of human resource professionals of the Gambia?
First, Peter, when I saw the flyer that was said, and I saw the acronym of the network, and I thought, well, your audience will think that this is another political party. But no, we're here to talk about people. We're here to talk about work. And if I'm veering off to sound like it's a party manifesto, please bring me back. Peter, the network of HR is exactly what the name says, a community of HR people, men and women working quietly behind the scenes in banks, in institutions, NGOs, government bodies, international organizations, business owners. Some retired, some consulting, and some representing the Gambia beyond our borders. We are all united with one purpose.
Okay. Why was it important to establish this network?
Yes, a very important question. There was one question that keeps coming up. Everyone in the organization runs to HR in times of crisis. But where HR goes to?
So HR has nowhere to run to in times of crisis.
So we thought we can we can support each other, be the support system of each other, sharing ideas, benchmarking best practices, and learning together. And it's 6 years now, but it was more prominent during COVID, when employees were anxious, the situation was of uncertainty was very high with all of that. So we call each other to share best practices. What are you doing that works in your organization that I can copy? So we went through and then realized that it has to be formalized. And that's when in 2023 we registered it as an NGO. And we have an interim executive since then. We've been going through at a snail pace, but now we think that it's the time to accelerate the journey.
Why have things been slow until now?
It's the sensitization, getting people to know about the network. It's only when we post on social media that you get people to know that this organization exists or this association, the network exists. And we have done that up to now that we have a platform where we have about 119 HR professionals in the Gambia and abroad. And from students to just starting their HR journeys, to seasoned professionals, to organizations that believe in.
So even HR students, can become members?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Oh, yes.
Okay. And among the big institutions like NAWEC, Social Security, Gamtel, we were just hearing about them in our opening report. Do you have members?
Yes, we have interim members as of now.
So everybody is an interim member?
Everyone is an interim member. And as we speak, we've visited the Commissioner of Labor.
Why is that important?
It is very important because this is a network of HR professionals, and the Department of Labor is quite key to our profession. So we went to him to get his blessing of the network. We've also met big employers, MDs, like the Commissioner of GRA. We've met him. We've met the Managing Director of NAWEC. We've met the Managing Director of Social Security and Housing Finance Corporation and the Bankers Association. And all of them welcome the idea and give us the blessings and full support of the network.
Okay, so what specific values do you bring to these institutions, NAWEC, Social Security and Housing Finance Corporation? How do you see your work complementing their organizational goals?
Thank you, Peter. For us, the benefits that we've been getting from the network, and we intend to intensify, is capacity building and professional growth. One, access to best practices and insights, professional recognition, and then career opportunities and exposures. We want to make sure that we raise the standard of human resources practices in the Gambia, and making sure that, yes, we have the capacity, we have the capability to run HR in this country.
And what are the key focus areas the network intends to prioritize, and how do these align with the challenges HR professionals like yourself face today?
Thank you again. And now, let me just give you a start. Globally, organizations or companies with strong HR practices are up to 3 to 5 times more likely to outperform their peers. 3 to
4 times.
3 to 5.
Or 3 to 5 times.
More likely
to outperform their peers.
Okay. Yeah, that's quite startling. And closer to reality, look at our own market. Hardly a month goes by without a HR vacancy, senior HR role vacancy being advertised. So, yes, it tells us a story. The demand is rising, and we want the capacity to rise at the same pace. And that's one of our overarching objectives. And our role is to ensure that capacity is built not just in numbers, but also in quality, ethics, and competence. We want to build professionals who are credible, ethical, and globally competitive. As of now, we have quite a few members who are chartered members of the Chartered Institute of Personnel Development of the UK, where I am a fellow. and I can go anywhere in the world the moment this is someone respected in the HR world. So we want to build more of those. And over the years, there are many coming up within the network. And that's the direction that we're heading. And the objectives are very, very clear. Promote professional standards, advance people practices that drive performances, to create a platform where HR professionals learn from each other, and to serve as a voice in shaping policies and workplace standards in the Gambia.
Okay. And since the network was created, have you had to intervene in any case and any member organization?
Well, we've not got to that stage yet. What we've been doing is to support each member coming up with perhaps there's a case that I'm going through. How can you support? How can you help? Have you had experience in dealing with such? And 9 out of 10 times you will get someone within the platform that gives, and the feedback is quite, the response time is quite quick. There was a day that everyone was thinking about when the public holiday announced or not, and within seconds the document stating that, well, there's a public holiday tomorrow was shared within the page, and all of us have it. There was also a situation, if you could recall, was it polio or something? There was a crisis that was coming up, and eventually we all rallied behind and started talking about strategies that could be implemented too. So the network is for that, and also looking at the Labour Act of the Gambia and see areas where we can influence, or areas that we think that we can call out and get the best out of it for everyone.
So you've been to see the Labour Commissioner, you've been to see the Commissioner General of the GRA. What about, the different organizations, the different employers you people serve? I mean, do you have buy-in from EcoBank, for instance? What does EcoBank think of, the network of HR professionals that you are now serving as interim head?
Interesting that you asked that question, because I started EcoBank 18 months ago, or 21 months ago.
It doesn't matter if you're there for 5 days. The fact is, do you have their buy-in?
In my CV, this is something that sold me to get the job.
Oh, okay.
And then also, it didn't stop there. We have practices of where you have to declare any potential conflict of interest. And this was declared at the time so when I asked for permission to join the SOE, because this time should have
you should have been at work.
So
this time belongs to EcoBank.
Exactly. So the conflict of interest had already been declared, but again now I have to take permission to. So it is along those lines. So it was easy for EcoBank to give me the permission in this great noble thought leadership initiative that we're doing, and it's not just for EcoBank but for everyone in this country.
And just finally, unfortunately, on Wednesdays we never have enough time. What kind of support are you seeking from institutions, including, your own employer, EcoBank, to ensure HR professionals from their organizations can actively participate as members of your network?
Thank you, and that's the essence why we're here. We want more members, and membership, paid membership. Subscribe.
Paid membership.
Paid membership.
All right.
So we're opening up.
We'll ask Jibril Jassi, our head of administration, to sign up as a member.
Oh, very good.
Yeah.
Thank you.
We are pledging our support.
Oh,
support the network. Jibril will definitely give you a call later today and sign up.
I'll come over to Jibril, and I'll make sure that Jibril is part of our team. And from the 1st of April, the memberships will go out. Membership application will go out to the public.
1st of May.
1st of May. And
because April is, we are 22 days into.
No,
April.
1st of May.
1st of May. Okay.
Workers' Day.
Okay.
That's what we agreed, and the membership application will cost $500. It's very affordable, and we want as many.
We've made a commitment. Even if you were to go from 500 to 5,000, we can't track back now.
and thank you. I know you're pressed for time, but I just want to share this last message.
Okay.
Good HR is always invisible until it is missing. And we often talk about infrastructure, roads and buildings, signs of development. But again, the real engine for the development of any nation is its people. And how we manage and develop and treat these people will determine whether we rise or remain where we are. So if managed well, we deliver more talents that could build industries, make the Gambia a talent hub, a financial hub, an IT hub, among other countries. And it's very important to us. Build your people, develop them, and we will get to where we want to be. Thank you.
President Adama Barrow, are you listening? Invest in roads, okay, but also invest in people. That's the message from Babukar Bajan. Not necessarily. That's the message from me directly to you, Mr. President. Thank you very much for your time, Babukar.
Thank you, Peter.
sant yàlla. looy xaar utal Wave nga scan nga fay te nag doo ci yokk dara.
Jar Oil Company stands tall as a trusted name in energy, keeping the Gambia moving with service stations across the country and a commitment to innovation and reliability. In Farafenni, Jar Group is reshaping our industrial landscape. The Jar Oil Cement Factory can produce up to 100,000 bags a day, reducing imports, creating jobs, and building a stronger Gambia brick by brick. And in the heart of the Central River region, Jar Farming Initiative is cultivating food security. With thousands of hectares under development and modern irrigation, Jar Farming is turning the Gambia's soil into abundance. Jar Group is more than a company. It is a vision of self-sufficiency, resilience, and progress. The Jar Group of companies, investing in industry, agriculture, and energy, building the Gambia's future today.
Africa is rising and business knows no borders. With Bloombank and PAPS, buying and selling across Africa is now effortless. Fast, secure, direct from your Bloombank account. One Africa, one connection, one heartbeat of opportunity, powered by Bloombank Africa. Bloombank Africa, in partnership with PAPS, connecting Africa, empowering you. Bloombank Africa, we make it happen.